For me, poverty is not about money.
I really enjoyed The Migrants. This was such a gem of a piece. A lot packed into 5 minutes. I thought it was thought provoking, very interesting. It started off strong right off the hop with this definition of poverty that I've never heard before. So I love the way they've conceptualized wealth and poverty. It's not something you hear every day, and it really leaves you with a lot to think about. And on top of that, the piece delivers just gorgeous photography and music as well. And as a whole, it's a cohesive, beautiful piece, and they did a really good job with it. Well done.
The Migrants was dope. It was really well written and really well performed. I really like the location that y'all chose and everything. Overall, it was really well done, and it spoke powerful truths. So yeah, they was spitting. So good job.
I found The Migrants to be a very well crafted short film. It presents us with this surreal yet familiar, artistically designed space and naturally beautiful setting in which to share a piece of music. And I think brings up many important points for us as inhabitants of this earth and also as members of a society to continue to consider. And a couple of things that stuck out to me in particular are the idea that knowledge and technology needs to be shared in order for us to create a fair and just society. And also the idea that we can never truly own land, that it is something that we have an obligation to share amongst all of us.
I thought this one was a strong and smart and just well done piece. It had me from the beginning. That definition of poverty I thought was so on point, and just watching everything. I mean, so you can break it up into two parts, just the narrative and the visuals, and both were absolutely compelling in their own ways. The visuals were beautiful. I just love the way it was shot. Even the coloring, it kind of had this sort of semi sepia, sort of romantic kind of feel to it, and it was a somber kind of piece, which absolutely matched the narrative, which was really just interesting and well spoken and thoughtful. Really, the elements just all came together and made this a really interesting piece.
The Migrants had just such powerful words, such poetic words that really hit home, really hit deep. And yeah, I feel like this one's going to kind of stay with me for a while. Just some really great points about how there are so many countries that are absolutely rich with resources, but through colonialism and greed and capitalism, they no longer have access to their own resources and are forced to leave their country in order to have enough money to support their family. And I live in a country, an area, a city that has a lot of migrant workers, and the amount of money that they get paid is not even a fraction of what they're worth, and the amount of physical labor, manual labor that they have to go through, the sleeping conditions, all of it. It's absolutely exploitation. And as our man in the film was saying, it's slavery. It's it's the work that the wealthy white people don't want to do. So yeah, it's just this, like, I have like a personal connection to it, and it's really heartbreaking. And I think that especially with that quote at the end about animals having very well-defined areas without having to put up walls or fences or barriers or anything like that, I think it just goes to show that we have so much to learn from the earth, so much to learn from Mother Nature, and us humans are just doing it wrong. We've been doing it wrong for a long time, and I think that if we listen to those things and also listen to indigenous peoples who work with the land, we would have just so much to benefit from. So I thought this was beautiful. The message, the words, but also the cinematography was absolutely stunning on this bright, sunny, snow-capped land. I thought everything was just expertly done. So thank you for this. Great job.
It's a curious and eclectic small film about Salvador being in perhaps what is the woods of Quebec, with it dressed in Aboriginal costume and commenting upon resources and boundaries in the snow. It's worth a look. It's filmed very well, and Salvador is a good pianist, and it's a good choice of music of Bach.
I really like this one. I don't know, there was something very calming about just the visuals of snow and the man playing the piano and the dog, and it was just really good to listen to as well as watch. I really enjoyed the message that he talked about with the whole point of the title, The Migrant. It was very in detail and it made you think, it made me think, but the visuals overall was very, very nice, well done. The lighting was brilliant. The sun really helped them out and it showed. It was overall really good. I would definitely recommend more from this filmmaker.
They give us some lovely shots from above. They give us the trees, a big nice paradisiac snow scenery, and then we have a sled dog through this snow. It's just very beautiful. Then we have a brilliant script with great facts about migrant populations, and he offers some solutions, as he proposes some solutions and gives some general statements about poverty, colonization, and slavery that unfortunately are still very much real, very much present in much of the destinations for migrants. The music he plays through the film with the piano and the final reflection about wild animals is just very wise, and I really enjoyed this work. I hope he gets to produce much more content. That is very important. He's voicing people that normally have no voice or are not very encouraged to do it. So great work.